My name is Howard Stross, and I'm with Stross Law Firm located in Oldsmar, Florida. For several decades, we have been helping people in the areas of real estate and also in estate planning and most importantly, settling their estates. We want you to be an informed consumer, one who will understand what we got to do and also understand what you can do to abbreviate the time it takes and also to reduce dramatically the cost associated with doing so. When we talk about settling estates or probate, there are different types of probate. One is called a formal probate, and in Florida, in most states, there's also a process. They may go by different names. Some of it's called a summary procedure, but the point is it's a smaller estate that has to be probated. And typically the number might be less than $100,000. In some states in Florida, it's $75,000. And by that I mean the property that actually has to be probated. And by that I mean if one has joint property or there's beneficiary designations, then that is something that may pass outside of probate. So we're only talking about property where the individual that passed away owned that property in his or her name only. It wasn't held jointly with somebody else. Well, a person could have a very large estate but had held everything in joint ownership. If that's the case, then the other joint owner or joint owners are still alive, then that property would pass automatically to that person or persons. Where you may find that there's a relatively small amount of property where the individual only owned that property in their particular name. And that would then become the subject of probate. And believe it or not, in Florida, there's certain property that doesn't count in that mix. In other words, no matter what the size of somebody's homestead, their primary residence was, when they're looking at a summary procedure, they don't count that value. I know that sounds strange, but that's how it works in Florida because homestead is dealt with in probate in many cases differently than any other piece of property. My name is Howard Stross, and I'm with Stross Law Firm located in Oldsmar, Florida. And if we can help you, if you have any question, all you have to do is telephone 813-852-6500, and we'll set up a phone discussion with you or possibly in person, depending on the circumstances at the time. But again, that initial discussion is not going to be at any cost to you. If you decide you do not want to proceed with us, that's that. There's no out-of-pocket cost to you. It has been an investment of your time, but you'll understand a lot after that first meeting. And thank you very much for listening.